Hi, I'm JRB Pinosa. I'm the area manager of Center of Hope Baseco. Center of Hope Baseco has 5 programs, namely daycare program, the community-based treatment of abuse program, feeding program, sponsorship program, and volunteers and networking program.
Hi, my name is Amy Gonzaga. I work as a child protection specialist, handling the protection program of Hope Worldwide Philippines. I am also the program manager of the residential facility in Hope Laguna. An example of treatment interventions given to children victims of abuse is group therapy, where each of one can be able to express what they feel in the group. And also we do individual therapy for children so that they can also express individually all the trauma and all the different issues that they had because of the abuse they had experienced.
This mural also tells us and teaches children, especially the young ones, how to tell if they are being abused. Say for example, this first image, children are playing. So that's a typical children playing outdoors, and then they go to a place that are somehow not safe, or they're out of curiosity. They go to a place that are unsafe. So and then they get abused by a certain crocodile or a perpetrator. And then the last image, it's where it's telling them to tell their parents, or someone that they trust.
An example of home visitation services is that we do regular visits and follow up to the beneficiaries to check on them and find out what's the needs of the family and the children, and also to be able to refer them to the child sponsorship program and to other agencies as well to give help to them.
This is one of our beneficiaries' place. Above is a house of a beneficiary of daycare program, and below is a beneficiary of the abuse program. So both of the families we are catering in Center of Hope. So if you notice, the house is like sunk. It's way below from the ground. So whenever it's raining, it gets flooded.
Oh no, ano nangyari sa paa?
Ang ano eh,
What happened sa paa?
para sa buto kasi ano yan. Yan.
Rini, certificate, and referral.
Ang problema niya yung pagpunta sa hospital, di ba?
May rapos mo.
Pwede naman kumira.
This is one of the best beneficiaries, bro. Paano kumakain?
Ninong ni
Tintado po ni
Chairman.
Chairman.
So sponsor ka na, chairman.
Ito po yung inaanak niya. Dito ka anak ko.
Doon ka na, doon ka.
So that's her brother.
Yeah, that's her brother.
Brother?
And how old is he?
Ilang taon ka na?
Ngunji, ilang taon ka na?
Done.
The kettle is for the leaks.
For rainy
Roof
season.
leaks.
Meron pa, yung pa. Oh.
Dito pala yung top 1 namin eh.
How old is she? Five?
Ilang
Four.
taon ka na? Apat. Four years old. Anong name mo? We are renting this house for 2,000 a month. 2,000 pesos.
2,000 pesos.
Except for water and light.
Under the volunteers and networking program, we do community tours like what we did earlier, where we ride a boat and saw the community from the sea. You can see there that most of the houses then was built on stilts. They're living literally on top of the brick wall, where they're very susceptible to typhoons, monsoons, and floodings. After some time, between July, August, September, where monsoon season and typhoon season come in, most of the houses from the brick wall are being swept away. You've noticed there's a lot of garbage in the shoreline, in which most of the garbage from the rivers of the city settles in Baseco. So most, where the families in Baseco get their living out of the garbage, and they make their bathrooms at the sea, and also they get fish from the sea, they get mussels and crabs from the sea. Pretty much everything the family or beneficiaries to live for came from the sea. The dark side of a community being situated along the sea or near the sea is prostitution. Teenagers ages like as young as 10 to 16 years old prostitute themselves to sailors. They jump into a boat, small boat, meet the sailors at the sea, and then they prostitute themselves, sometimes as much as a kilo of fish or $1. Okay. In this community, since 2001, the families are around 20 to 30,000 families, composed of like 8 to 10 people. So those are the recorded ones or the ones being censored by the government. There are others like the renters, the transient, and they call that the migrants from the south. Okay, so it's $1 for a whole sack of garlic. Normally it takes 2 persons to do that, so they would have to share the $1 because $1 for the whole sack for the whole day. Two women would have to finish it. But when it's being sold outside, it's sold for $1.50, and the half would be for the person who are delivering the garlic to restaurants and other merchants. Sige. Pao, kailan mo ba pinakakuha yan? 1995, he sold his kidney for how much? 60,000. That's about 1,100 US. 6,000. So, sa ngayon, magkano yung bentahan ng ganyan?
250.
Now, it's about 250,000 pesos. It's around like $5,000 to $5,000 to get a kidney. But normally what they do, or the transaction is, if they would give you half of the price, but when the recipient got your kidney, they would only give you half of it if the recipient doesn't reject it. If the recipient reject your kidney, he or she won't be paying you the other half. So that's how they trade it. They go to a middleman person, they go to a hospital. 1995 yan, no? Pero recently, kailan yun naghanap sa'yo nakaraan? Kailan? Walang buwan. Last month, there's one who's been looking for a kidney from a public official or public department or a government department. A person who's been retired officer wanted to get one. Last month, they were able to get one for 250. So before 5-10 years ago, it's really rampant. Nowadays, it's 1 or 2. That's how it turns out. He sold his kidney when he was 28 years old. Now he's 54. 54. It's been a while. And then, he has 12 children and ilang apo? 11 grandchildren. All of the roads from the school that we went through, all the way all throughout going out of the community, are the first victims of fire since 2002. So every year there's a fire broke out, like first quarter of the year, in which portions of the community are being caught on fire. They say it's caught on fire, but rumors say that's the one way of the strategy to develop the community, because people will really fight for their land. They won't get easily. You cannot really drive them out easily.